What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and I've got a stain on my shirt. What's up? It is Tuesday, April, 16th? That's right, folks. April 16th. It's my cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, cousin. I know she watches. Folks, how are we doing? Do we live the way we want to live? Are you a role model for all the people around you? How is it going? We're back at 9:30 a.m. on the West Coast, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and whatever the fuck time everywhere else. You know what I mean? There's lots of different time zones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep up with that, but I'm going to try to be more regular. You know what I mean? I got my fiber. I got my ReCoop fiber. We're going to try to be more regular and show up at 12:30 p.m. So, tap in, baby. Let's do it. Let's get a regular thing. I might some days have my hair and a shirt, and other days I'm just going to be like, you know what? That's not happening. I'm going to put on a hat and a t-shirt with a stain on it. I mean, I could have worn a shirt without a stain. I got a whole drawer of them. I didn't see the stain until I looked at myself. I didn't even look at myself today. This is the first time. Hey, man, you look terrible. How you doing? Look at all the red. Oh, shit. You're shining too. You could use a little powder, Cooper. All right, folks. I mean, are you in the chat? How are we feeling? Everybody feel good? All right. Follow the ReCoop. Choice Coin is in the building. I want to moon with you. Choice Coin wants to moon with me. Have you guys seen that music video? Let's get all of Nigeria up in this chat. Let's go, baby. I want to moon with you. Where's my Coop Coin? Where's my Coop Coin song? I'd love to see it. What, Will? Why hasn't he made a KoopCoin song? It makes no sense. All right. Well, there's nobody in the chat, so we're just gonna go fucking hang out and scroll the noise. I think we're gonna have to get people used to a regular time again. I have a feeling maybe if you could count on it, you might show up, right? So 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's do it. Like I said, if I have time to shower, I will. If I do not have time to shower, I'll just look like this. Because in the end, you're not here to look at me. You are here, I guess, to hear me, see the shit, maybe learn a little bit about what's going on in the world, get my take, and then move on with your day. Watch me drink some coffee, maybe give you a bit of inspirational talk about my life a little bit, as if maybe we can all relate. We're all going through the same thing. Something like, oh shit, we all live in a world of uncertainty. It doesn't matter if you live in Los Angeles, in Cleveland, in New Orleans, in London, in somewhere in Austria, somewhere in Poland. I don't know, where the hell ever, Taiwan, in fucking Africa, wherever you are, we're all living in a world of like, oh shit, it's a bit uncertain. And I think we're all collectively being like, okay, I think everything's going to be okay. Does anybody actually think that? I'd probably be okay. But yeah, actually, we're here in Stanford Psych Lab analyzing your mental breakdown for science. It's funny, actually. Shaq, you did it. Got to get back on stage. I like that. We're actually, if I were more fragile, I would be like, wait a second. Am I being fucking told to do this? I feel like I have an autonomy. I feel like I decided to come down here. I feel like I let down the lady up there because she was struggling with the baby and I walked away. Is this all a psyop? Am I just in a mental institution and I'm heavily medicated right now? Oh my God. Pretty funny, Shaq. All right. Well, anyways, so I guess the point is that at some point we got to gather together. We got to see what's right. And, you know, and us idiots are all convinced that if we fix the money, if we fix centralized control, that that things might be able to get better. The incentives will align better than the corrupt way that things are being handled and have been handled, and not just in the United States, but everywhere. I mean, come on, kleptocracies are everywhere. And so that's what we think. But currently, like the title says, we suck again. We suck. That bank thing, the BTFP or whatever, by the fucking pounds, I almost said something else, but I got to start being more aware of what I say as not to alienate anybody that is not a man. But yeah, so that thing I think that made a lot of people risk off. Obviously, rate cuts seem further away. So yeah, we certainly suck again. And we're going to be okay, maybe. But if we're not, have you guys knew? I mean, is this actually going to surprise you if we suck again and this all fucking drops to hell? Because I mean, we're all just going to be like, okay, we got to buy more, and then we just keep on going, right? This is our purpose: is to lose money to cryptocurrency. All right, cannot confirm or deny. All right. Well, Sheck is just actually, I think he's getting heat on the other side of the screen. There's a bunch of people. Why'd you tell him? He might figure it out. We haven't given him enough drugs. All right, let's scroll the noise. Let's navigate the noise. That sounds better, doesn't it? All right, let's go. Feeling okay today. It's been a couple of weeks away from drinking, and that's starting to add up in a way where it's making me feel a little bit better. So that's cool. Even though last night I stayed up late eating candy because my body still craves that sugar. All right, let's go. Wrong thing. Let's go to. No, fuck you, bro. That drink is doing great. I've just pressed the wrong button twice in a row. All right, let's go to CNBC because Sheck is a stockholder of CNBC. He's one of Jim Cramer's investment club main guys. He's the one that gives Jim Cramer a lot of his advice. So he's an advisor to Jim Cramer. Okay, so stocks making the biggest moves. Nobody cares. Okay, so let's refresh, make sure this is okay. The Dow is bouncing back a little bit. It's up 130 points. The S&P 500 is sideways, and the NASDAQ is sideways. Russell is down a touch. There you go. Oil still high, but sideways. So you got 85, Brent's 90. Natural gas is pushed down 2%. Gold over 2,400. Hell yeah. Gold rises as geopolitical risks counter rate cut concerns. Okay, so gold really wants these rates to be cut, which you would think if we're pushing that away and away and away, that maybe gold would be more sideways. But because there's so much geopolitical risk, gold is a safe haven, a flight to safety. Silver's at $28. And that's the end of that story. We'll look at crypto on another site. Trump media shares fall more than 10%. Company says Truth Social to launch a TV streaming. Oh, man. I don't know why you guys do that. $23. $23. Was at 67 when I said this is the easiest way for a man or a woman to lose money. The quickest and easiest way to lose money was this stock. And by the way, folks, it went from $67 to $23 within a week. Tesla in the 150s. At what point are you a buyer of this man's business? The thing is that, you know, Elon Musk became a free speech absolutist, you know, but navigating Twitter and doing the right thing is easier said than done. And he's alienated a lot of people in the process. And now people are feeling like if they are a Democrat, which is going to be the predominant buyer of a Tesla, that they're saying something against, you know, marginalized people by driving a Tesla. You do not want to create that narrative, especially since half this country identifies like that. Maybe not half that are that extreme that wouldn't drive a Tesla because they disagree with him and what he says, but it becomes taboo in their circles to drive a Tesla. It's not good business. Potential Trump trial jurors dismissed because of bias against former president. Okay, Doc Martin's shares plunged 30% to all-time low. Trading briefly halted on weak outlook. Oh, Doc. Nobody wants to wear your old Doc Martens. I had a pair of Doc Martens back in the day. 10 years up. It's never a good thing for the stock market. And Apple, man, damn, like the new phones suck. My phone is like whatever, and I don't even have a new phone. My wife has a newer phone, not the 15, but hers sucks. She's like, I hate this phone. All these vulnerabilities. I mean, iMessage could be exploited. And then there is that other thing for MacBook Pros. I mean, what are we doing with the chip, the M series chips? There's an opportunity for competitors right now. All right, let's go to Bloomberg real quick. See what's going on. Make sure I'm sharing all this shit. I'm not sharing, you cocksuckers. Why doesn't somebody tell me? You guys bought me a damn. I just went through the entire CNBC. Okay, I'll get the other monitor. Stop telling me to get another monitor. Stop paying for the other monitor. Just stop telling me. Sorry. Iran's attack on Israel sparks race to avert a full-blown war. I'd like this to just end. I'd like all the war talk to end, and we can just move on to fighting amongst ourselves. Fed hiking rates to 6.5% is a real risk. Did I not share? I can't believe I didn't share CNBC. I was so proud of myself for pressing the buttons. Well, I didn't even check. Sometimes I check, but I was so proud. I was like, oh man, you're so good at this. Look at you. You're feeling better. You haven't had a drink in 2 weeks, man. But the weed shows up again, folks. Okay. Sextortion scams are driving teen boys to suicide. I'm gonna read about that shit. Take care of your kids. JP Morgan says foreign investors are favoring U.S. high-grade debt. Seems like and I know I'm a bit of a homer on this statement, but it seems like you shouldn't bet against the United States until the United States proves to you that it shouldn't be bet on. And recent history has proven over and over again, do not bet against the United States of America. All right? Now, I'm a patriot. I'm somebody that likes my country. And think there's a lot of good here. I know there's a lot of bad, but it's okay. I think that you should be a patriot and like your country too. For the love of God. So I'll get fucking real here. And even if you're like an enemy of the United States, that would be weird for you not to root for your country and believe, I mean, unless you have shitty ass leaders. But I mean, if but it would be a lot easier for me if I lived in another country to be like, well, yeah, we got shitty leaders, but so does the United States. But here I'm like, look, these are our shitty leaders. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't know. Let's just fucking figure it out together. Sorry, I don't know why I'm rambling about that. So from the people I'm reading on Twitter, they're all talking about how we need to defend 60,000. And I saw 62,000 break earlier, but now it's bounced back about 500. So that's not so bad. But it seems like we need to defend that. Okay. Bitcoin could surge to $120,000 on a doomsday rally. Okay. You guys excited? Does that get you juiced? Hey, doomsday, guys. We might doomsday could pump our bags. Geopolitical factors could see investors allocate funds to alternative assets such as Bitcoin. Geopolitical events and the search for an investment hedge led some traders to say Bitcoin could surge in the coming months despite a recent 10% weekly drop in its value. The correlation between Bitcoin and traditional markets assets remains high, but some investors see the cryptocurrency as a viable hedge. Expecting 120,000 in the next months. Oh God, please. Please. International politics and the search for an investment hedge could fuel a Bitcoin surge in the coming months. I'm hearing this narrative where Bitcoin is a savings account for people that need a savings account and want to protect themselves against an inflationary dollar and everything else. And I feel like that's a really solid narrative. I think they're locking into something. Bitcoin as a savings account. They're probably all hired by Swan because literally that's like the best way to use Bitcoin as a savings account. We'll talk about that in the future. International politics and the search for an investment hedge could fuel a Bitcoin surge, blah, 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 blah. Bitcoin remains a viable doomsday asset in 2024 as its correlation to gold recently increased and investors continue to diversify away from traditional financial assets. The ETF is currently spearheading this doomsday rally, and we should expect 120,000 to be hit in the coming months as global geopolitics continue to deteriorate and the middle classes continue to find ways to protect their wealth. Yeah. I feel like alts are going to get fucking brutalized and Bitcoin is going to go up a lot. Does anybody else feel that way? I just feel like alts are going to get fucking their dicks handed to them. Gary will do something. When it seems like momentum is totally against alts, then Gary's going to do something and then it's going to be real bad. DPIN is venture capitalist's latest crypto obsession. Can it match the hype? DPIN involves taking real-world infrastructure like a wireless network and running it with a blockchain-powered system. VCs are salivating, but there aren't many customers yet. So what is this, like helium, right? Venture capitalists have pumped billions into the DPIN sector already, with some dedicating entire funds. There needs to be demand, is what they said. So much of the cryptocurrency industry lives in the ether, figuratively or literally, data moving around blockchains, lines moving up or down, or price graphs and other largely intangible things. But a hot emerging trend that is venture capitalists salivating promises a direct tie to the real world. Running infrastructure with blockchains, projects like the Helium protocol, which drives a wireless network with a token-powered ecosystem, or Filecoin's data storage platform. The not so catchy term for all of this is decentralized physical infrastructure networks, which usually get shortened to DPIN. A catchy amount of money has already been invested. Yada, yada, booty doody, ba-da-da-da. It's lack of demand. Wireless connectivity, data collection, computing, and data storage. Traditionally, infrastructure like a wireless network is completely centralized, like AT&T, T-Mobile, China Mobile are all in full control of their telephone networks, and their customers pay a fee to use their service, and that's as far as users' clout goes. Helium's DPIN-driven network, on the other hand, is decentralized. Members of the public can set up hotspots and get rewarded with HNT tokens for helping run the wireless network. Other DPIN projects have similar community-driven systems. The total market capitalization of all DPIN tokens exceeded 25 billion as of February. Okay. Nosana and Render. But some of the most interesting ones, like IO.net, haven't even launched a token yet. Solana's role. Render, IONet, and Nosana, which run decentralized computing networks or platforms to which people can contribute computing resources that others can use, are all built atop the Solana blockchain. About 20 DPIN projects are according to the Solana Foundation. One of the most prominent ones, Helium, last year abandoned its own blockchain in favor of Solana's. Sean Farrell, head of digital asset strategy at Fundstrat, many are there because Solana makes it easy for them. A lot of these DPIN projects would have been required to build on a high throughput chain with no adoption or to build their own. Now that Solana has entered the fold as a legit place to build, this has solved the infra problem. One key advantage Solana has over other layer 1 blockchains like Ethereum, it has the bandwidth to relatively inexpensively handle a high volume of transactions, rather than needing to pass them off to a more efficient layer 2. It's famously expensive and sluggish. Solana has gone a different way. Hive Mapper, a decentralized mapping network that rewards contributors with this native token Honey, is built on Solana. According to co-founder Ariel Seidman, there were 3 reasons Hive Mapper chose it: low transaction fees, ease of use, and the quality of the ecosystem. There's people, is what this means. All of this stuff you can find easy to use and low transaction fees in many places, but there's users, is what they're saying. DPIN tokens become immediately usable in DeFi apps on Solana, as opposed to perhaps being built on a layer 2 and needing to have interop tools to interact with apps on ETH mainnet or layer 2. So yeah, that's fucking a clusterfuck. I think Helium Mobile has demonstrated how to effectively build both sides of a network. Supply and demand. I think that's what we're missing. Okay, never mind. Okay, enough. You guys hear it. All the DPIN shit's being built on Solana because there's people to buy the tokens. Okay. Exploding gold sales at pawn shops offer lessons for Bitcoin bulls. What? There are plenty of reasons to be bullish. The evergreen bear case on the precious metal is that it's never really consumed. Every ounce of gold that's been mined since the beginning of time, to wit, is a Bloomberg story over the weekend reporting on a flood of customers rushing into a Brooklyn pawn shop with their valuables to cash in on gold's recent run to a record price of above 2,400. People are using gold as an ATM they never had. Buyers appear to have gone on strike at these prices as well, with the U.S. Mint posting March American gold coin sales that were roughly 10% of the level hit a year prior. All right. So it seems like there's less buyers and more sellers for gold, which probably means it's not going to be able to hold these prices, even though it's just all manipulated. Okay, so let's go to the block real quick, see if there's anything interesting here. We'll check out prices, and then I'll check in on you. We'll have a chat. We'll go upon our day. It looks like Bitcoin is out there feeling itself. The market is bouncing back. Meme coins have more potential upside than blue chip governance tokens like Wormhole. Decentralized exchange, CVEX, don't care. Deepin project setting network raises $7.5 million from Balaji Srinivasan. Srinivasan, former New York Fed officer, joins Binance.us board. If you had any doubt that Binance has been captured by the government, you just have to look at the BNB token and what's going on at Binance International and US. The US government has come in and said, all right, we're in charge now. We're the captain now. Ether derivatives market conditions can amplify the asset's near future price movement. Ether risk reversal trades suggest a pessimistic expectation regarding the asset's short-term price performance. Several analysts see the current state of the Ether derivatives market as causing a significant short-term price movement in the asset. The market is short Ether gamma, near-dated options, which means that a sharp move in either direction would be amplified. Similar conditions were detected by crypto derivatives trader Gordon Grant, who observed a sharp rise in short-dated volatility as Ether recently experienced a more significant sell-off than Bitcoin. You can see the material divergence in Ether versus Bitcoin. Term structure remains sharply inverted with a kink, demonstrating a demand for gamma and a premium for Ether gamma over Bitcoin and a premium for Ether gamma over Ether Vega. You guys want me to keep on reading that? Ether Vega? A call option? Okay, we're done. So it looks like they're saying that Ether will have more volatility moving forward. All right, let's go to coin market cap. Sorry for saying like that. Okay, we're still in greed, but we're losing that greedy feel. Bitcoin's bouncing in the hour, so it's feeling good. Held on to that. It rejected. It broke 62, but bounced back immediately. So that feels good. Volume is decent. Looks like Ether is holding on to 3,000. Solana was really getting pounded. I saw it down to like 127, but now it's bouncing back. It bounced back even more than majors. Toncoin number 9, Cardano is sub 45 cents, but barely. Avalanche has been getting brutalized. Polkadot getting brutalized, 650. Chainlink is really on its way down, 13. Stacks on Stacks is down to 235. Render 8. I think we saw that in the 6s recently, didn't we? Sorry. Dog with hat. Ba-do-do-do. Pepe. Hello, Pepe. Pepe feeling good? Thor chain holding on to $5, but barely. Sui as it fell under $1, and it's been nothing but strong since. Algorand back in the top 60, up over 17 cents. What about Vestige? For all of you wondering, the verification was submitted for red wine hooker blow gold oil Inu. So that should be in. We're here looking at this in algo prices per, I think it was either Governor Hat or Sheck's request. They're the same person, I think. GORA is up 24% in the last 24 hours. Look at that shit. Over 3 algo each for a GORA. It's about 50 cents, isn't it? Good job, GORA. KuCoin is down 5.5%, but still in the top is one of the top dogs up here. Right there above Akita. Cometa continues its rise. Algo 200, page 2. Look at that. Stable. TVL 416, almost 500,000 algo. And their fully diluted market cap is pretty high. I think they keep on burning. I don't know what it's doing. Finite looks like they're making a play for the Pact community coin competition. So bank on Algorand and all of his personalities have gathered together to make a push. Barb, hey Barb, how are you? Bumgarner. Bumgarner's been having a little vibe, hasn't it? It's up. Look at that candle. Whose mom did that? All right. Let's look at the hooker. Still popular, unfortunately for selling. Oh, look, somebody's like, you know what? I'm going to fucking buy some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy some of this shit. See, look at this. Fuck this. Oh, I got an airdrop. Fuck this. I got an airdrop. Fuck this. This thing doesn't even have a logo. Fuck this. And then somebody was like, man, come on. This is so low. Let's do this. Maybe Coop does something. I don't know. Rick was kind of funny. And I don't know. Nah, fuck this. And then somebody's like, no, maybe Rick will be kind of funny. And then they're like, nah, fuck this, Rick. And then, no, Uncle Rick. So now we're on an Uncle Rick. We're on a now fuck Uncle Rick. No, this is a Uncle Rick. So let Uncle Rick guide you, folks. You know what I mean? It's up almost 5% in the last hour. Uncle Rick. RWA Algo. Now, I can't get any of you to join me in this RWA G Algo pool, so I'm going to just probably rug it because I'm the only person in it. And we're not going to win shit if I'm the only person. I don't even want to win shit if I'm the only fucking person. I mean, there's no point. That's not community. That's just fucking me. Lame. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Just pull that shit. By the time if you guys don't add some shit to the Gialgo RWA pool, I'm just going to rug the pool because I literally am the only person in it. All right, motherfuckers. It's okay. All right. Well, do you believe in life after love? Is that how the song goes? Let's go to Decrypt real quick because sometimes Decrypt actually has different shit. Oh, look at this. A nice headshot of Peter Schiff. Bitcoin is in a stealth bear market when priced against gold. I mean, shut the fuck up, bro. I mean, I get it. I like gold too. I don't understand why this guy is so crazy. He really is just trying to talk Bitcoin's extinction into existence. All right. You want to read this? Ethereum funds notch fifth week of losses. Will Hong Kong ETF snap the streak? Falling spot ETF approval odds and rising geopolitical risks are fueling flight from Ethereum-based funds now for a fifth straight week. Swirling geopolitical risks in the Middle East are the latest headwind battering Ethereum-based funds as a streak of outflows continues apace. Over the past 5 weeks, investors have yanked $118 million from digital asset investment products tracking Ethereum. Investors are seemingly hesitant since the positive price momentum has stalled. The second largest cryptocurrency by market cap has fallen 14% to 3,100. However, a new group of crypto investors will soon join the fray. Last week, Hong Kong securities regulator conditionally approved spot Ethereum Bitcoin ETFs in the region. While any inflows could help, Eric Balanchunas said that they still aren't expected to reverse major ties in the crypto market. Other countries adding ETFs is no doubt additive, but it's a nickel dime compared to the mighty US market. Estimating Hong Kong-based crypto funds attract 500 million total between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't expect a lot of flows. So you mean China's not dumping the price so they can all buy in cheap? Is that not what's happening? That kind of hopium is not happening. All right. Let's go to, I guess let's go to, I guess we can look at Twitter real quick, see if there's anything interesting. Guys, I should announce, and we should probably announce this, that the Doofy BFF championship poll, I was in the championship against the, what is the word? The venerable, the esteemed Bark the Shark. We went face to face, and Coop came out on top. I have been deemed Doofy's best fucking friend. I think that's what that means. BFF, best fucking friend, or best friend forever. Maybe that's it too. So I don't know what that means, except for I think somebody that guessed that KoopCoin would win, or not KoopCoin would win. I think you might win something. I don't know. Do I win? I don't know. Do I win anything? Do I get like a golden doofy or something? I don't know. Do I get a trophy doofy? Like, what am I getting? What am I doing? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with me? All right. Cannot confirm. Yo, Coop. All right, let's see. Oh, he did it. He bought some coin shares on the dip. He bought the dip. Okay, cannot confirm or yo, Coop. I pulled the trigger, bought 5 coin shares. There you go. I'll start DCAing. Finally, make us happy, Coop. We told you weren't sharing yesterday, and you still didn't share. BTC is so dominant. You think Israel attack will shake the market? Market is a bit slow, but shit is about to go down. Gold and oil to spike the same time. Yeah, I know. I've been kind of feeling like this was going to happen for months now, almost even before Israel, attacked in Syria and all that shit. I've been like, okay, so we are fast moving towards conflict in the world, and gold and oil are going to do well. So far, that's pretty much true. I think we have some runway to get worse. Hopefully, we pull back from this though. But unfortunately, I think this is all a major game of chess. I think things are much worse than we even know, and we just have to figure out how to navigate this. I mean, we all believe in Bitcoin. I also think that, things like oil and gold are also good investments. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to find out. I just do think that alts are going to get their butt kicked. Even though they've already gotten their butt kicked, I still think we have some butt kicking to do. Yeah, I do. By the way, love Uncle Rick. Thanks, Chris. Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick is in his first iteration. Uncle Rick will evolve, but it seems like Uncle Rick is the way to go. And so Uncle Rick is the developer for the RWA project. Guys, in 6 months, Coop will talk to 10 to 100,000 people, and people will have forgotten what happened. That's for damn sure. This is the idea, folks. I mean, I hope that that's true. And but the idea is that during these harder times that I just show up. I need to show up every day. And now we're moving to a new section where I show up on time. That's the goal. I mean, within 5-10 minutes, I might, but the point is there's no, does the show start at 10? Does the show start at 11? Does the show start at 9? Does the show start at 11:45? I understand that that is wildly annoying, and also just kind of like tamping down any kind of momentum that I might be able to put together. So we're moving on to a new stage of just showing up, which has been the goal for a while now, to now just showing up and doing it at a consistent time. And then eventually we'll be just showing up, doing it at a consistent time, and having prepared talking points. Then we'll go from just showing up to having a consistent time and prepared talking points to having segments with themes and graphics and me fucking around in a more structured way. And then once we get that, and then I'll go back to writing jokes rather than just improvising stupid shit all the time. And there'll be written jokes that I kind of plan in advance, and hopefully they hit harder because they're thought through and actually crafted a punchline. So this is the goal. That's the roadmap for the ReCoop. We just got through fuck, shit sucks. This is a terrible bear market. Then it was like, oh shit, this is a bull market. Is this going to last? And now we're in this, like, it probably is not for a while. And then we're going to hopefully be back to it. So I'm feeling like I can take this to the next step. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right. And episodes will all go 50 plus minutes since there's so much happening. Absolutely, man. If you're the only person, do you not win at all? Yes. Hello. I win. Well, the thing is you guys would let me win it by myself. And then finally, probably you would join me, because you'd be like, well, shit, why the fuck does he get all of the rewards? I would get all of them. I'm not going to win. We're not going to win by just me. I'm not going to let it. I won't even let me win by myself. I don't want to win by myself. That's not the point. That's not the point of a community coin. There's got to be holders. There's got to be various people providing liquidity. It doesn't have to be monumental, but it can't be 1 or 3. There's got to be various people. It's a community coin contest. There are people providing liquidity in the algo pool and on both Tiny Man Impact, and then various titty fucker coins. Maybe instead of shit coins, let's call them titty fuckers. It's a little better, right? At least it captures the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Shit coin just sounds so bad. Titty fucker doesn't sound serious, which they're not, but it also kind of captures the idea of the fun that people are having with them. What do you guys think? Am I onto something? A couple of times the show never started. There's been times where you came and you're like, Coop, did you come? No? Yesterday was I think it was actually, you know how they say for addicts that you hit rock bottom. I think yesterday, me not having my charging cord and then the show just ending. I was like, get your shit together, bro. Even these people deserve better than that. Is that rude? All right, we got about 10 minutes. Anybody want anything? Ask me anything. I'll give you any answer you want. You can even write the answer. You can ask me a question. I'll read that, and then you can write the answer underneath it, and I'll read that. And then you can clip it out and promote your project. Just kidding. Jesus. Just kidding. Even us. I love Animal Style. I think Animal Style is in Austria, if I remember correctly. Shout out to Austria. When is the top of the bull run? I want to go to Vienna. That's what I want. When is the top of the bull run? I sure hope that it wasn't. It hasn't already happened. It's not going to happen. It's going to be around the election. I think we're going to peak around the election, Christmas time. I think we're going to be very euphoric for digital assets over the winter. I think that will probably be the peak vibe. And then it hopefully will continue into 2025. I mean, that's what I would think. I think that we're about to get hit. I think we're about to get hit. It depends on, how many buyers. I mean, what price do people want to buy? I think people want to buy back around 40,000. But I don't know if I don't know if it's able to go down like that anymore. I don't know if that volatility still exists. We'll see. But I have a feeling that we're about to get hit, and then we're going to have a we'll probably have some chop. And then I think as we get closer to the election in the United States, I think that we're going to start to build this thing. And then I think we're going to hit it. I just do think that maybe, but the wild card obviously is if Gary is emboldened and he comes after. They do tend to lose their cases though. So they've got to be in a bit of disarray over there in the SEC. So I don't know. I still think we have a good chance. I think the bull run happens around the end of this year, meaning the peak, but that's just me. Did you know that one of the board members of TravelX is also a board member at United Airlines? Well, that's cool. I did not know that. That is cool. That would be cool to get these secondary market airline tickets on more, worldwide airlines like United. Hong Kong ETF will come to the rescue. Yeah, I mean, you could think that maybe because China, China holds so much of this shit, especially in alts. Are you kidding me? There is like right after the China news, it just completely freaking gets gutted the markets. They're crashing the market so people can buy in. I don't know. But yeah, I think that there should be, and that's coming later this week. It's interesting that kind of news, that kind of catalyst is coming soon, and so is the halving, which I know people are anticipating a dip after the halving but have we even had a euphoric rise because of the halving? I mean, wasn't this run up basically because of the ETFs in the United States? That's what I thought. Let's go back real quick. Let's just see what CNBC is. The market turning around. The Fed chair. Oh, so Jerry's about to speak. Watch Fed Chair Powell speak live during a policy forum in Washington. How's Reddit stock doing? Let's look at that real quick. All right, it's basing around 40. Bounced back after sinking below 40 this morning and said, no. We want this up. It hasn't quite been the rip-roaring success that a lot of people wanted, but probably get back around to like 30 where they bought it, and hopefully it will bottom out around there and it'll slowly build up. Yeah, we're almost back to 63. So the market is certainly bouncing back. All right. Well, folks, I guess I'm done. We're going to keep on going, but I guess I'm done. I'll read you guys what you wrote. Also, Securitize talked in an interview about the deal with BlackRock about a chain which could counter things like shit coins being sent to BlackRock. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting, Frank. I mean, folks, there's a real case to be made for Algorand, and it's getting shit on right now. And Silvio just gave his speech in Paris and didn't say Algorand once. That frustrated some people. The community is really in angst, and I have been vocal about, like, I haven't liked the vibe for a while of coming from the foundation and even Inc. Just seems like a lot of people are leaving, and there's been a lot of changes, a lot of questionable partnerships for just a vibe in the end. Like where I live and where all of you live on crypto Twitter and on YouTube and shit like that, Reddit, wherever else whatever forum you choose, that vibe is pretty consistently all over the place. And but in the end, they've ushered in a lot of, like, the type of people that would be doing these big government grade things. I mean, there's government grade blockchains, is what Silvio talked about. Whether he mentions Algorand, if he mentions Algorand or not, he is still the creator of Algorand, and he's still in charge over at Algorand Technologies. And so there's that, and he's probably being very, very careful. And there's this idea, and Polkadot did it, that something can start as a security and morph. And Polkadot worked with the SEC for a long time to make sure that narrative happened. And I don't know if it's completely official, but Polkadot announced that they have fully transitioned from a security to a utility coin or a commodity or whatever. So that happened. So maybe somebody was like, Silvio needs to stop talking about Algorand, stop promoting Algorand. The Algorand Foundation needs to be careful about this, and this. And you need to follow these things for a period of time. You need to lay low, continue to make your government grade partnerships. You need to team up with these people. You need to do all of these things. And then eventually, if you do all this stuff, then Algo can transform from being a security into a utility coin. And you can get that regulatory clearance. And then BlackRock and Securitize can use the Algorand blockchain, where you have to opt in, and now you can't use Tornado Cash to send BlackRock a bunch of shit to make them have to do onerous paperwork, which they probably wouldn't have to do anyways. So maybe that is actually going. And then it would be funny that I turned bearish-ish, not even that bearish, but turning bearish on Algorand in that circumstance, when that was my initial thesis about Algorand so many years ago. Is that, okay, Bitcoin is going to survive, Ethereum is going to survive, and as these kind of decentralized meccas, and then Algorand is also going to be decentralized, but it's going to be the one that does the government adoption. That's what I said in the beginning, earliest videos, this is what I was thinking. So I need to check myself and be like, well, this is what you thought it was going to be, and now it seems to be turning out that is what this is going to be. So you got to check yourself. The issue is that over these years, I've become so involved and ingrained in the community, and I like the people, I like the builders, I like the artists, I like the whatevers, the degens. So I'm in that bubble now, and I want to see that succeed. But there's two different worlds here. There's the foundation and technologies and whoever else, labs, and they're trying to get blockchain to solve major, major issues with the legacy financial system. And then there's the people that are actually using the blockchain that want more people to come here so that businesses can survive in this world. But the issue might be that the people that are telling them that they need to chill out in leadership, they're like, DeFi needs to go. I don't know. So we can talk in circles about this and speculate and hypothesize. But it is very possible that the major thesis that I certainly had, and I think a lot of you had initially for Algorand, is playing out exactly as planned. And it can't be so as easy as a bunch of announcements, so we know that. And so maybe Algorand can make it after all. How about that, folks? How about that? All right, let's read through this and then I got to go. The rise supposedly comes after the halving from supply shock, same demand, but less BTC expected 30 days after, as traditionally miners release some holdings first. Yeah, they're going to have to, the miners are going to probably need to sell because they're going to be worried about their income. And that's one of the weirdest things for me is people being twisting themselves into pretzels, trying to be bullish on miners right now. I don't know. And said there are chains with opt-ins, for example. Okay, so that couldn't be more fucking obvious. I mean, what other chains do have opt-ins, by the way? I don't know. And I'm sure there must be other chains that do that. It seems odd to me that the greed and fear index shot up as high as it did. Maybe it's just me, but the greed didn't seem excessive. Yeah, I don't know either. Also, Securitize posted about Algorand in the last week. So let's see. If there's a big business-to-business narrative, it's of course behind closed doors and takes quite a long time. So we could eventually see it. Awesome, Frank. Oh my God, yeah. Imagine Larry talking about Algorand. It would be like, oh, Larry, sweet Uncle Larry. Oh, the Algorand Foundation would all get Larry tattoos. No, nobody's getting that. Coop, don't do it. Don't get us excited. He's removed himself from the leadership page. Their CMO is gone from the page too. She's still attached on LinkedIn though. Who are you talking about? I like how Silvio said government grade. To me, that means something much different than CBDC, a term that is forever tarnished in the crypto community. Relax and sleep. The person most excited is Coop himself. Oh, man. I try to be excited, folks. I really do. So, I own Algorand. So if it goes up, Silvio's on Ink's site. Yeah, well, he came in and he was like, we're not going to name a CEO, but he's going to sort of just guide this ship. Now, that made me feel like at the time that is guiding that ship towards conclusion. And then everything's going to move over to Europe with Algorand Labs. I still think that that's possible, but I also don't think that that's particularly a negative thing. So we'll see. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, our new old time of 12:30 p.m. Let's try to keep it. And I appreciate you guys being in the chat. And I'm sorry, I didn't let you do the, where's he hiding? Silvio. All right, folks, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, my time, probably afternoon or evening.